All right, welcome to another edition of the Figure Eight Podcast Show, brought to you by Shoot Hoops Not Bullets, where we shoot to score, not to kill. We are your hosts, Mark Love. To my right, I got Oak Park's finest, the Rocket Man himself, Holly Rocket. What's up, family?
Man, nothing, man. This is the third installment, man. We getting up there, you
Yeah,
know.
man.
Pretty soon we'll be on episode 100, you know.
Indeed,
So yeah.
indeed. All right, before we get into the show, we'd like to shout out our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Events DC, the premier host of conventions, sporting events, cultural events, entertainment in DC. Check them out, eventsdc.com. Tay, why don't you let them know, first time viewers, what the show is about?
The Figure Eight Podcast, we create a safe space, a platform for young college and high school athletes to come tell their story, plug their games and stuff. Every athlete has a story, and this is what we created this podcast for them to tell their story here on the Figure Eight Podcast.
Indeed. All right, we got a special guest in the building today. Anacostia High School alum, freshman from Wheeler University, my guy, Jalen Gant. Jalen Gant. What's up, fam?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm coolin', man. About yourself?
Can't complain, man. I'm blessed.
That's what's up.
I'm good to be here. Glad you having me.
Indeed.
Man, of course, happy holidays to you.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone tuning in. It's a season for giving. It's a season to be thankful. I'm thankful for my podcast. I'm thankful for my partner Liv. I'm thankful for all the guests that we have that come in to bless our podcast with their story. So, Jalen, man, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you coming on a Saturday.
No, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm glad y'all having me, man.
Put your mic over, Jay.
I'm real thankful. Thank you.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? Where you grew up at? Give us a little summary about yourself.
Well, I'm born and raised in DC. Single mom. Have a lot of brothers I looked up to growing up. They all played sports, so it was only natural that I did at a young age. I naturally gravitated towards football because it was the most aggressive sport I could be in. So that was the escape for me. Cause every day, you know what I'm saying, growing up in DC, Southeast DC, it's a very negative place. So that's that one positive football. It's good for you. It's good for a lot of young kids, honestly. After I played youth football, transferred from Friendship to Anacostia. That's where I really started taking it serious. And, I got injured my junior year, and then my senior year I really just blew up and learned all the techniques throughout from my coaches and all that. Learning new people, NFL players, college players, gaining all the knowledge I needed. Went to college and just finished my freshman season of football.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hey, man.
so
Okay,
that's where I'm at.
that's a beautiful summary. I definitely can appreciate the growth in the aspect. At what age did you start playing football?
Well, I started playing at 4, and it was on and off again because I was really troubled with the youth, but my mama kept me in it for real. So I was back and forth. I played from like 4 to 10, took a break. I kept getting into fights and stuff like that. Went back when I was 14 and didn't stop ever since. So I've been playing really since I was 14.
So football helped channel a lot of anger and a lot of turmoil that was going on in your life. You use football to
Yeah.
segue that into something positive.
Yes, it also gave me a lot of great mentors too. It gave me a lot of good people to look up to, like my brothers and my coaches. All those things are just great for a young man who ain't got nothing to look up to father wise. So
I can to piggyback on what you said, like me personally, like that's probably one of the more important aspects of team, the camaraderie. Building a brotherhood amongst people. You'll grow to be surprised about how much I got in common, how much I like the same music, same food, all that stuff. So them friendships become brotherhoods. So I think that's probably the most important aspect of playing sports growing up, building them foundations and them friendships. Like you can't take that, you can't recreate that anyway.
yes, sir.
Go ahead, Yeah, man. So, look, man, I've been knowing you since damn near at least 4. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I had all your brothers playing through sports. So you just said you started playing at 14. I thought you played younger than that.
I played younger than that. I played in a little bit of youth football, but then once again I stopped.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I played a season with the DMV Knights, Coach Biggs.
Yeah.
Love that man. That's one of my first mentors. He really kept me into it. Like he kept me interested in football.
Right.
But I ain't finished the season after 12, and then once I got into high school football, it was no stopping. Like I fell in love with it for real, for real.
Okay. And so you didn't play at all in middle school.
I didn't play a single snap for middle school ball.
Well, that's crazy.
I did not play. No.
So I know you get your athletic ability from your brothers, but I'm mind boggled that you didn't play as a youngster. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
No, I stayed in shape though. I stayed doing something. I was
Yeah.
playing basketball. I boxed for a little bit, but I didn't play football. It didn't spark my interest at the time. I was worried about my family, going to see my brother play. I enjoyed seeing him play. That's why I stayed into it.
So I guess this is more like a two-part question. How old were you when you realized that, okay, football is what I want to do, and what inspired that choice?
When I was 14, I had watched my brother get injured in the championship game, and the game was real close. Like it was like 14, and it was like fourth quarter, and I seen him like sprain his ankle on like one of the last plays of the game, and he literally caught a pick the possession before. So I know he was heated. I know he was upset that he couldn't finish the game. They ended up losing the game, and I saw the face that he made. And I told him, man, I'd never be like that. I'd never be like that. I'd never want to see my teammates cry. And it's something that like made me a good leader in the future, honestly. Because now looking back at it, when I asked my brother how he felt, he said, "Bro, I feel good. I did everything I could." So it was nothing. It was nothing I couldn't be upset about it being at that game. And I was just happy for him, and I was like, I want to be a part of that. So football was that, and then he was my inspiration. So
Nah, I get definitely like hit a passion when you know talk about your family and your brothers and stuff. I always like to ask family oriented questions. What are your relationship with your family like?
my relationship with my family is great. I think that's the most important thing in life, your family, and making sure that you're good up here. You can't take away family, and you can't ask for a different family. You only got one, so you better take advantage of the time you do with yours. I love my mama, I love my brothers, I love my sisters. Everybody in my family knows I love them. I take care of them very well, and I love to see them win.
Amongst your brothers, what do you stand like? You in the middle?
I'm the youngest.
Oh, you the youngest? Oh man, okay.
I'm talking about he been around the sports since, like I said, since forever, man.
Yeah.
So
That's
what-
why I thought he played.
So what was that like growing up, being the youngest of you know having uber athletic brothers that's all in the sports and stuff, and you being the youngest? What was growing up like being around them and watching them and taking from them? What was those experiences like for you?
Fast. It was real fast, and I enjoyed every second of it. There was a lot of pressure coming in because everybody wanted me to play. They all seen it. It was like, bruh, just get on the field. Let's get on the court. Or just go do it. Go do it. Follow your brother. I'm like, that ain't me. Turned out it was me in the end. I loved it. It was nothing that I would do to trade that ever.
Yeah. And it's definitely like, you know, following in the footsteps of family, especially like, you know, when you can share that bond, like those memories gonna always, you know, be everlasting, especially like in a time like Thanksgiving. As you get older and you start your family and stuff, and you and your brothers at the table, you talk about, you know, what it was like watching them play football, how they inspired you and stuff. So that's always a good feeling, knowing that you following in the footsteps of family, but it's all towards something righteous and something that you love and that you're passionate about.
Yes, that's why I'm thankful for my brothers. They always reminded me like it don't have to be football. It could be anything. Just put your passion into it. Bro. Find the passion and put it into it.
Walker, he tried being modest because he don't just play football. This man, wrestle, basketball, man, everything. You know, he do everything, man.
He's
So,
like me a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
so Love was my mentor as well.
Okay.
Shit, man. Mark had me doing, man, everything. I done played all types of sport from soccer to, I did everything. I was on the swim team. Like, but I don't got no older brother. So I had him and a few other guys in my neighborhood. They took a pride in, you know, keeping me out the way and keeping me in something. You feel me? So when it's your actual family or your blood brothers, like it's no better feeling than that support system right there. And then, you know, being able to ask them for advice or, you know, critique your game. What did I do wrong here? What could I have done different there? So just having that pipeline of support, you know, I know it resonates, you know, it goes a long way with you and your brothers and stuff. Then I can only imagine what our conversations be like.
Oh,
man, you know,
they get heated quick. I don't take her to the house for a reason. They get quick. They get heated quick. Yes. Especially on Thanksgiving nights.
Yeah.
I can't go home without having a conversation about sports if I tried. I swear. Either mama will do it, the oldest will do it, or the one right above me will do it.
So mom is a huge sports fan too.
She's the
man.
biggest sports fan in that house.
Shout out Miss T.
She'll tell you more about college football than me. And I'm playing. She'll tell you more about football than me. Yes.
Bull.
Yes.
And that's to me, like that's beautiful because like parents only get as involved in certain aspects of sports as deep as their kids go.
Yes.
But when you got a genuine love for the sport and when you take an interest in them, when you know, you sit back and be like, you know, I can only imagine, you know, the feeling that she experiences when she sit and watch y'all play. Mm-hmm. Like, it's no better feeling. I got a daughter that's in high school that play basketball. So it's like, you know, when I watch her play, you get this feeling you can't quite describe, that it's this overwhelming proudness, you know, like, so just, I know when she look at y'all, when she see y'all, you know, when she see you make a play, when she see you successful on the field, when she see you on tryout, you know, turmoil, just all these emotions and stuff, her understanding of the game, you know, goes, you know, that's always going to be appreciated by her. It's like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro. Like, that's beautiful. Shout out to moms.
Indeed.
Shout out to Superwoman right there.
So being a multi-sport athlete, like how many sports did you play at Anacostia?
Ooh. All right, I'll go down the list with you. So we got basketball, football, we got wrestling, golf, tennis. We did swimming, we did track, bowling. That's it. So that's what, 8?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy 8.
And it wasn't that you played, man. You excelled in
Yeah, we
sports
were
too,
good at
man.
everything.
Yeah,
We was winning everything.
Yeah.
I was loving it.
That's
I was
crazy.
loving every second.
It was like every season I saw your mom pop something up on Facebook. I'm like, God damn, you do this? I'm like, man, that's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
it was like, what I'm going to see you in next, man. I was like, I don't know,
crazy.
we'll see. I loved it. It was a good opportunity at Anacostia. Yeah.
So growing up for you, were you more so in the rec centers or more so in like the Boys and Girls Club, Pop Warner scene?
Boys and Girls Club, Pop Warner scene.
What Boys and Girls Club did you go to the most?
I actually had never been to one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I always just stayed around with my brothers, and wherever they went, I just followed them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Young man, I was just going wherever they was going. They was either always had a game or they always had a practice, and I was always there. So, and growing up, and you know how easy it is to, you know, get sidetracked. Besides your brothers, what avenues, you know, you took to stay out the way, keep yourself in the books, to keep yourself level-headed when situations got tough, you know, didn't get as frustrated as you could have and stayed the course and completed what it was, what your task was. What strategies and practices did you take to stay out the way? Well, since I can't use my brothers here, they did tell me to do something since I was young, and I always been doing it. 400 push-ups a day.
Okay.
Right? Now, the only kill is if you can't do 400 push-ups in a day, the next day you have to bump it up to 6.
Okay.
And if you can't do it to 6 that day, you got to bump it up to 1,000. That's how it went. And since I didn't want to do 600 push-ups, I ain't never missed a 400 day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they made sure I stayed on it too. During commercials, during the game, halftime, come to the locker room, I need to see you do it. Like all that. I never heard of that. I ain't never heard nobody call their younger brother during the halftime of their game to do push-ups.
Okay.
That's why I know my brother stayed on me. That's why it's really hard to go to an example.
So your brothers was
they was on it.
Yeah, I mean, but as they should, like, besides wanting what's best for you is obvious. You know, it's like it's that big brother, little brother battle struggle. You know, like that's always the thing. Like, yeah, they want to see you do good, but at the same time, I'm still big bro. It's like you know, it's you my little brother, and
I think I can take my brothers now.
that was my next question. I was about to say, so how comfortable do you feel like at this, you know, juncture in your life where you are now? You growing into your man.
Oh no,
Treats.
the oldest brother, I don't know. That's a big man. He got it. Juan got it. But everybody else, rest in peace, my middle brother. But everybody else, I think I got him in sports and in regular life situations.
So was growing up y'all competitive with everything?
Oh man,
Everything. Who was the first to put the dish in the sink? Seriously. We gonna rush. We gonna race to the light, bro. It's right down the hall. See me, what's up?
I can only imagine what it was in that house because you see glimpses of it on the sidelines, like when they outside play on the practice or at the games. I can only imagine how it is
in the house.
in the household.
Total chaos. I pray for my mama because I know she was going through it. Broken walls. We wrestling in there. Oh man, playing basketball outside. Somebody get hurt every day. I missed that time, honestly. I miss being back home with my brothers because it was fun. It was fun, and that's the thing about kids these days. They don't got a lot of that.
Yeah,
They don't got a lot of that, and they don't got a lot of older men to look up to.
lot of role models, yeah.
It's real hard to find that these days, but back then it was genuine.
All right, so let me ask you this. You played at the highest level at Anacostia.
Yes.
And your school that you at now is what is called?
Wheeling University.
Well, okay. What are the biggest differences between being a high school athlete, being a college athlete? What would you say you would have liked to have done different in high school to prepare you for the rigors of the college, being a college athlete today?
Probably say not exactly work ethic. I think weight room.
Okay.
For sure.
That's definitely
For sure. I
understandable.
think if I'd have did stay consistently in the weight room for like 4 years straight, I'd have been fine. But I had to catch up when I got to college.
Because you get that new appreciation for it once you get to the next level.
Yeah,
And you
it's
see
more of
how-
a backbone in college. In high school, it's an extra thing.
Yeah, it's like an
Yeah,
elective. It's like
Yeah.
you it's like because I played basketball in high school, but weight training was more a choice as opposed to
It's
you know hit a couple
college,
reps. But I feel you. I kind of feel the same way. Like it's different. It's different. Not necessarily levels of strength because we all strong, but how to use that strength in certain certain times, certain aspects. You know, knowing when to go hard, knowing when to dial it back, knowing when to put forth that extra effort and stuff. So you answered.
Another thing is time management, because if you can't manage your time, college is gonna kick your ass immediately.
So what do you do to manage your time?
Learn how to schedule things.
Okay.
Learn how to schedule. Learn how to know when you got class, when you got lift, when you got practice, and when you got a game. It's like you got to learn to be able to cram all this stuff up, but make sure that it's all clean.
All right, I asked all our guests this. Can you cook?
Yes.
All right, good. All right.
All right, so you reference time management. So give us what a day look like for you as a student athlete.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the Friday, because this is the day before the game. Matter of fact, now I'm gonna give you the Thursday. Thursday's probably the most active day. 5 a.m. lift. Okay, we got lift from 5 to like 6:45, and it's a hard lift too. If it's Friday, then it's death row, and death row is like 30 exercises, 30 minutes, but like no stopping. You cannot drop a weight. You cannot put it down. You cannot look at nobody else but your reflection in the mirror. That's the only person you can look at. You can't talk. It's all challengingness. And if you put it down, if you put a weight down, you kicked out. If you say something, kicked out. Don't stop the exercise or you're kicked out. So it just builds up that. So you got the lift at 5, 6:45. You're done with the lift. You got that first class at 8 o'clock. Second class at 9 o'clock. Third class around 2. You can go to lunch in between. I personally go to lunch around 2. Then you got your final class at 3. You know what I'm saying? That's the last class for the day. You got practice at 5 o'clock. Be sharp. Be ready. Because once you step on the field, ain't no stepping off the field. You cannot go to the bathroom. I don't know why they do it, some I done seen a couple people pee their pants now. But but you can't go to the bathroom. Practice is around like 3 hours. It's very detail oriented and structured. Everything has a time. If you pass that time, we're all running gangsters at the end of practice. That's regardless.
Okay.
Coach will run with us. That's what I love about my coach. He'll run with us. He's a real one. After practice, this is around your chill time. This is where you can do all the things you need to do, like study or take care of your academic things. I go to sleep around like 10. That's me. That's just when I get done. Okay. That's when I get done around with all my stuff. 10 o'clock, and then that's a day. That's a normal day.
That's a normal day.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty busy, but
Tell us about your coach. What makes him the man that he is? How does he go about, approach to you, or the teammates and stuff? Is there any qualities about him, that you take in your everyday?
can I talk about my defensive coordinator instead?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Coach is coach. That's coach.
All
Yeah.
right, coach. All right, so the coach that recruited me is the defensive coordinator. He's from Suitland. He went to Suitland.
Okay.
He went to Suitland with my defensive coordinator at Anacostia.
What's his name? Let's give him a shout out.
Coach Mark Gaiman.
Okay.
What's up, Coach? And then Coach Ramar Adams. That was my.
That's my man.
Yep, Coach Ramar. He went to Suitland with the coach at Willing. That's how they get them. That's how they know each other, and that's how I got recruited.
Okay.
Ever since I've been there, he's been honest, up front, and he ain't never let nothing slip past us without us knowing. Which I love him for that, because sometimes it can happen as a freshman. It gets so busy in the learning curve, you messing up all over the place. Your life here. And coach will call you and be like, you made sure you did that? Or you called for your meeting with the academic advisor?
Oh, that's what's up.
I love him. I love him to death. I'd do anything for that man. When it comes to on the field, it's a switch. He doesn't say nothing in game day. All the calls are hand signs anyway, so he don't need to talk. And when he does talk, everybody listen. That's what I respect about him the most, because that's how you know what he be doing is for real. Because once you got everybody's eyes, even the other coaches, that's when you know you got real respect.
Because in college, man, it's feast of family. You on your own. You don't have too many people that hold you accountable in college. So for you to have that with coach, that's dope.
Or genuinely care, how you doing. Yeah. You feel me? Like, of course, you my athlete. I want you to perform good on the field, but how's your mental health?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's especially in today's time, like that's one of the more serious. You can never take an account of what somebody going through or have been through. You feel me? So it's always good to do check-ins. I like to call them temperature checks. Because like you can never take an account. It could be the death anniversary of a friend or relative, or this day might particularly bring out something that haunts you in your past and stuff. So just being able to have that relationship with somebody where you can tap in and be like, is everything good? I know you can appreciate that from your coach, So that's beautiful. Shout out, coach.
Exactly.
Coach for real, man.
So Will, and where is that? West Virginia?
Yes, sir. So it's right, like it's 20 minutes under. It's under because it's a mountain. Okay. Under the West Virginia, like Mountaineers. So like down the mountain.
Okay.
So give us an insight on your school. Like give us when you first got there, what was it like? Was it a culture shock?
For sure, yes. Because DC is the city, you know what I'm saying? It's fast down here. Everybody know everybody, When you go to West Virginia, it's like you're taking a book and like you're flipping the page with the page is empty. You know what I'm saying? When you flip back, it's DC. It's got a lot of words on it. You know what I'm saying? When you flip it, it's empty. Yeah. It's that quiet down there.
So what is it? So what's the nightlife like? Like, let's say all right, it's Friday. All your work is done. It's nothing. You have no obligations on this day. You feel me? Y'all wanted to go out and have fun, have a good time. What would that consist of?
So like we have neighbor schools like West Liberty, Wesleyan. That's where my teammate goes. Obviously West Virginia, and then like the bigger schools like Ohio or Pitt. We'll go there. So I only been off twice. Like on the Friday night, that was both to Motown, which is like downtown in West Virginia. Okay. So this is basically the campus of the West Virginia Mountaineers, but like they call it Motown. I don't know. Okay. It's like
Nah,
or
everybody,
nightlife club, stuff like that.
I got you. I
Pretty
got
fun.
you.
Yeah, that's where everybody go for real. That's where we just get our little thing going.
Okay, all right, that's understandable. You know, when people come to school down here, you know, they come to the city and stuff, they, you know, 9 times out of 10, first place somebody take them is Adam Morgan on U Street.
U
and
Street.
They fall in
Take
love. And
U
they be like,
Street.
oh, it's just the best
I
thing
want
ever.
to go back.
So I always like to hear about when I lived in Delaware for a year.
Okay.
And the whole town shut down at 10 o'clock. Gas stations and everything.
Nah, that's strange.
Like yeah, like
That's actually strange.
like 10 o'clock, you'll be lucky to, you know, find something on Uber Eats that ain't McDonald's.
Right. That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's pretty.
Actually, I would say all the lights do go out. Like every single light in the whole entire state of West Virginia will go out at 11 o'clock.
So, who's the local celebrity of your school? Like who is
Local celebrity? Trey. It would definitely be Trey Holloway. He went to Wilson.
Okay.
And now he's up there and he like all conference. I think he got like 1,500 this year. 1,500 receiving yards. Trey is nice. He was in a destroying video. He won.
Okay.
They was at Dunbar. He won like
We
10,000.
was just talking about that.
Yeah, Trey.
Nah,
Trey's a dog.
we got a interview set up for one of the. So when Destroying came to DC, you familiar with that episode? The dude that had on the ski mask.
Yep.
That got hurt. They had to wheel him off in a wheelchair. That's my man, cousin.
Really?
So yeah, we gonna interview him and stuff.
Small world, man.
And he actually like played in college and all that stuff. Like he's really good. So yeah, he wore the mask so people wouldn't know who he was. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it seemed like y'all got like a little pipeline to the DMV area. Is there a lot of people from the area on your team?
About like I want to say about 10 of us.
What
Okay.
Not
about the
like
school in itself?
In
It's
the
a
school
lot
in
of
itself,
people?
nah.
Not a lot of people.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But on the football team specifically, yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of people from the DMV area, but from DC specifically, it's only like 10 of us.
All right. So one more question about the area. I'm a big foodie. What is the food like in the area?
Please don't make me slam West Virginia on this podcast. She knows I complain to her every day about that. It's disgusting, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. There is this one spot. It's called the Gringo. They got some good burrito tacos. If you
Okay.
go somewhere,
All
go
right.
there, man.
All right. Shout out to the Gringo.
The Gringo, y'all be saving my life, man.
Shout out to the Gringo. Now I will say this: when I was living in Delaware had some good food. Yeah, like everything shut down early, but Delaware had 2 perks: no taxes, like on nothing, like no taxes.
That's definitely a perk.
And they didn't have traditional stores. Everything is pretty much like an outlet. You feel me? So it's like, remember when we used to take the trips to Delaware when we was kids? They on little shopping trips. Like that's what.
Yeah, that's where you go to.
So we'll come to the bus. They give us them coupon books.
Right.
They give you them books at stores.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so yeah, so it's no taxes and you get they always pretty much give you the.
I'm gonna be taking me to Delaware to go thrift shopping, man.
Yeah, that's nice. So
yeah.
man, it's a few places, man, where it would benefit you to. So let's say you was gonna go on a shopping trip. A lot of people go to New York. You know how expensive New York is? You ain't gonna get a lot.
You ain't getting it.
I went shopping in New York, and now luckily I was a smart kid. Like everybody, man, my cousin bought underwear. Like he was like, man, I saw a pair of polo bottoms. Like people just buying anything. You feel me? I went to Michelin Ness.
Okay.
I spent the money that I had. I bought one thing, but it was something that you feel me. Like I got a Bob McAdoo jersey. Yeah, so. But I spent all the money that the $175 that I took out New York got me nothing but one thing. Dang. So when people be like, yeah, I'll be like, man, y'all should go to Delaware. Places with no taxes should be your goal.
That should be the first.
You feel me? Like, cause you going and then a place like Delaware, everywhere has a market for everything. Shoes, you know, like I ain't seen nobody stand in line for no shoes in Delaware. The shoes drop, they in the mall, you can go get them. Like yeah, at retail price. You
So
feel
the
me?
demand ain't like that up there?
I mean, it is, but it ain't. Like you that's everywhere in the world. You got a demand for so many things in the world. But in this part of the world, these people, it's not the end all be all of their social or you feel me, or they like if they get it, they will. Now, when I went to go get the shoes, it was some people there. It wasn't a line all the way around the block. It was probably like 10 people. The diehard commitment, you feel me? The people that just they just sneakerheads. They gonna do, you feel me? But that you go down Eastover, shit, them lines used to be all the way around the corner. You go, you feel me? Like
For some man, for some arms.
for you know, so but it's just, you know, the market. So when everybody be like, man, what's a good place to go shopping? I'd be like, anywhere with ain't taxes. Anywhere that they don't charge you taxes. Because the real answer to that question is Amazon. If you actually want to go out the house, then go somewhere where there ain't no taxes. So but back on the subject.
Hey man, I just learned something new, man.
But back to the subject though.
How was our season this year?
So we went 7-4. So we played Mercier's first game. That was a good one. I loved that game. D1 school, you know, got a statement game going on. You know, we a high D2, and I'm glad we got that D1 to get it off the break. Either we win or we lose. We lost, by the way, but I'm glad it was the first game of the season. Right. Let us know where we were stood. You know, so after the first game, after Mercier's, it was a steady track. I mean, we was win, loss, win, loss, win. It was steady. I liked it, and for me individually, I didn't think I would do as good as I did. Honestly, I had 14 sacks, and I played in 4 of the games.
Damn.
So
That's what's up.
I was grateful. I was grateful to get my time, get my number changed mid-season. Yeah. That was something that I really liked because they started me off at number 44, and I was like, dang. that hurt.
So how numbers? I always wanted to know that. So how numbers work? Like when they ask you what number you want, or you tell them the number that you're interested in, and if it's taken, then you got to settle, or how does that work?
I'm not sure how that goes at every school because I ain't been at every school.
Okay, how it work at your school?
At my school, they gave us a choice. They gave us a preference choice and a recommended choice. Okay. So my preference choice was 11 because I had wore 5 in high school, and I was like, I gotta get rid of 5. I can't do 5 in college, and I'm probably not gonna get it anyway. So I chose 11 because I love Michael Parsons. They gave me 44. Okay. And
I mean, they gave you
that
one
was the
2
recommended
1s, they
number.
gave you 2 4s.
Hey, I took it. I was never mad at the number. I was mad. I was like, dang, it was so far off. I was like, all right, whatever, man. We're gonna make number 44 look like Troy Polamalu 43. That's how I felt. I got on the field. That first game, I had 3 sacks. One of them was a forced fumble. They scored. We scored off it. I was enjoying my life. I was man on canvas for like a good week. I tested my luck. I went to coach. I'm like, so about the number situation, right? Can we get down to 11? And he was like, I'm gonna talk to head coach Bruni. I'm gonna let you know. I knew I was in the door after that because he had never tell nobody that. He'd say no.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or he'd be like, I don't got time for you boys. Hey, suit up. That's the only answer he'd give. But
so they ultimately changed it to 11.
Yeah, they changed it to 11. Okay. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it.
Cool.
So what conference y'all playing?
Mountain East.
Mountain East.
Yeah. Okay. And I think it's like 8 teams in the division. Only one of us can make the playoffs.
Oh wow.
So out of all the teams you played this year, what school surprised you that you didn't necessarily take them for granted, but you look at the schedule like, all right, this shouldn't be that.
They shouldn't have been that good.
Yeah.
Ooh. I could say Wesleyan because they were like 1-6, and they started out the game 14-0 us. I could say that, or I could say Charleston, who the final score was like 42-14. It was that bad, and we didn't expect that at all.
Oh yeah, okay.
We didn't expect that. They had an even record. They was like 4-4. This is towards the end of the season. We thought they were tired because they had just had a game, not even like 4 days ago. They had a game on that Thursday, and we had the game on Wednesday. So I loved how everybody thought we was gonna like beat their behind, and they came out with a different type of fire, and I couldn't be mad. I couldn't be mad. I had my game. It was personal, but it was also a team thing because everybody was upset, but nobody was mad, if that makes sense. Right. So I enjoyed it. It was a great experience. Their stadium is like that. Probably best in the Mountain East. Charleston, it looked like a good D1. It looked like a good D1. Someone to get money.
Okay. So do y'all have like a rival?
A rival, yes. West Liberty.
West Liberty.
The dudes at the top of the hill, we at the bottom.
Okay.
So We don't like them. We beat them every year except for this year. Yeah, this year. We beat them every year in the school's program history. They put us on Instagram before the game. I was like, I couldn't be too invested in the rivalry since I just got there, but I felt the energy in the locker room before the game.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to bring my A game. This was my best game of the season. I had like 3 tackles for loss, like 10 tackles in total, and like 2 sacks.
You couldn't have heard the beef just yet.
I didn't. I wasn't in it as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't part of it until I get stepped on the field against them. So
Yeah.
But it was, you could tell it was a rivalry game. That was probably the biggest hitting game ever. Most injuries for sure.
I know a lot of, especially like the parents that tune into the show would like to know the answer to this question. Besides football, what's your favorite part of college?
Favorite part of college? Honest? I want to say the team aspect, because not only are you on the field with these guys every day and you're learning new lessons with these guys every day. First of all, you have a roommate, which I love my roommate. He is a great guy. He saved my ass on multiple occasions. You literally going through life and learning yourself. You're learning your new self, at least, because in high school you're kind of like washed over and you're put into a path. And in college, you choose if you want to wake up or not. You choose whether you go to that class, and you choose whether you go to sleep at that time.
Exactly.
So the onus is on you. Yeah.
All of it.
That's why I said having that coach keeping you accountable, man. That's kind of rare.
Yeah, that's a great.
I was lucky.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though, and I tell people this all the time. You know the first like time when you pretty much get that independence where you by yourself and on your own, overnight camp.
Yeah.
My mother used to send me to Camp Riverview or something. You feel me? So I'm 8, 9, 10 years old and gotta pretty much fend for myself. We eat. Our counselor is a teenager, so we only held to such a to such a standard. You feel me? So, and then if your counselor cool like how mine was, long as we don't leave out the cabin, he let us do what we want. You feel me? So you gotta. All right, so it's a different type of excitement. So you're a kid, you like, damn, I can really do what I want.
Right.
Now I gotta be responsible.
Exactly.
It sucks, but now that's when that kick in. Like now I gotta, I can leave out the cabin and go in the woods and do whatever. But is that the smartest thing to do? So
and then what's worse is we're getting paid as athletes now. So you
you
really
be
living
there.
your life.
Yeah.
You think you making a bankroll with that $2,500 check? You think you making the quickest it goes, as quick as it goes, as quick as it came. I swear. But hey, I tell you this, it teaches you. It teaches you, first of all, respect amongst peers, and it also teaches you maturity fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
How fast you got to be mature. People like to say that they got to grow on me. It got to grow on me. No, it don't. You got to grow on it. You got to make sure that you're getting up in time. You got to make sure that your breath don't smell like hot Cheetos when you go into class. Make sure you're presentable. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking to your teachers and talking to your coaches and professors and things like that.
What's your favorite course that you're taking right now?
Oh, psychology.
Okay.
For sure.
So have you chosen a major yet? Or you just
Exercise science.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. I love it.
That's beautiful, brother. That's a feat. That's a feat, man. Just I can just think about your mother. Like I can only imagine how proud, happy, like
she says she won't be fully done with like her stuff. She gonna keep going until I finish.
Okay.
And I'm like, Mama, you done did this for more than 30 plus.
Yeah.
Put it down. I'm gonna make sure you good. Nope, I ain't done till you done. And
I mean, you gotta respect this her journey too.
Yeah.
Like this
No
definitely this definitely her journey too. To see it through. Like to see you walk across that stage, run across that field. You feel me? Like walk across the stage again and hold up that jersey. Like that's part of her journey too.
Right.
You know, so when she tell her story, like, you know, that's probably the most important part to her. She got her boy's successful, thriving. Like, there's no better feeling. So, shout out to moms again, man. Her sacrifice, you know.
Superwoman for real.
Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed. So I heard you talk about your best games. What was that I made it moment or I arrived moment when you got to college?
Ooh.
In terms of football, anyway.
When I had so my teammate, we're in position groups. So I'm in the quick group.
Mhm.
All right. The quick group was really just like strong safety / DN.
Mhm.
It's weird because we rush, but we also drop into coverage.
Okay.
The studs are the other side of the field basically, but the same thing. Is a stud named Davion, and he caught a pick. It was his nasty pick too, and he's about to turn it for a touchdown. Myself had to hit the quarterback behind the play, and I messed it up for him. Now, that's where I was at a low, and this is why I love this, because I was at such a low at a short amount of time. He came up to me the next play. He was like, "Get it back, just get it back for me." And what, Lord, do you know? In the fourth quarter, they're like, I don't want to say like 4 minutes left in the game. It's a quick snap. I thought it was an RPO. It wasn't. He was about to run. The quarterback snapped the ball. I get off my man. I really get to his blind side. He fakes like he's about to throw. As soon as he brings the ball back, like he looks like he's about to tuck it, but as soon as he brings it back, I smack it out of his hand. It falls into mine. I'm running in the end zone with Davion right behind me. He the only one with me.
Oh,
And
man.
I loved it. That was my moment. That was the moment I knew. I was like, oh yeah, we gonna make a statement in college this year for sure. And what do you know? We here. All conference.
So ideally, what's your ultimate goal? NFL
In life?
Yeah.
Honestly, just to do the same thing my mama did. Have a family and make sure they do good.
That's beautiful.
And I thought it was something different for a long time. I thought it was NFL. I thought that was my dream, but it ain't. It ain't. And it takes a level of maturity and honesty with yourself to realize that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed.
And then also, you know, understanding that having the opportunity to go to college, you know, like magnify that. Like it's so many opportunities. Now, I didn't go to college. Now, I will say I wish I did to build the relationships with the people that's gonna be in the places that I want to go later on. You feel what I'm saying?
It's all
Like
about who you know.
exactly. That's we live in a who's who world.
Yes.
You feel me? So being able to, you know, be friends with this person that might go on and create this or invent this or be the CEO of that or manage that is, you know, it's about building those relationships and stuff. So I just, you know, encourage you to take full advantage of all your opportunities and just don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes, sir,
You seem extremely smart. You seem very passionate about the things that you're serious about and stuff. So, you know, use that to your advantage. And, you know, like I said, don't just settle.
Yes, sir.
You know, like the world is your oyster. The sky's the limit for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, and I want you to have everything that you deserve. You know?
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
So where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
5 years? I would be in military for sure. I'd definitely be in the military by now. By then, I'd probably be done with my 4-year contract. Probably moving into special forces training.
Okay.
Yeah, probably have a kid with that one. And yeah, living good, living life.
Why military?
I feel like, so my father was in the military. My actual father. I love my stepfather. He's a great guy. Daryl, I love him. He taught me a lot too. But my father was in the military. He passed in action.
Okay.
So when I think about him, not being able to meet him, that bothers me. So when I think about what he did, it's like, okay, he passed doing something bigger than all of us.
Right.
Well, I feel like I should be able to do the same thing,
Okay.
or at least have a child and tell them that it's not all about who you with or what you're doing. It's all about who's around you and who's supporting you. So if I support my kids like that, and show them that they have a hero to look up to, an actual hero, then we're all good.
So let me ask you this: would the NFL change that goal? So what if the NFL came calling?
If the NFL came calling, I would take advantage of the opportunity right
Okay,
now. I will hop on that jet so fast.
absolutely.
I would never, ever turn down the NFL.
Okay.
That's just not my dream.
I mean, just like we did a couple shows now, but you the first person that answered that question with a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like your first answer was not football, meaning that wasn't your first choice, meaning that the football aspect of everything in your life is, the perk, so which is rare in an athlete to understand that, you feel me? Like I know what I want, I know what my responsibility is for me and my family and stuff and where I want to stand. And understanding that at your age it's a sight because most kids, don't have an understanding of what they want, let alone what they want to do for their career.
Right.
You feel me? So for
Most
you
adults
don't. I got friends that's older than me and don't know what they want to do tomorrow. So just having that awareness speaks volume to how you was raised. You know?
And that once again that goes back to my older brothers telling me it don't got to be football. It can be anything.
Absolutely.
So I was glad that I had that opportunity to be open about what I wanted to do because it wasn't crammed onto me. It wasn't forced onto me. Like you didn't have to play football in my house, or you didn't have to play a sport. It was just something that we all loved and we had fun doing. And God will it, we had opportunities to play at the next level.
And then just from all the sports and all the activities that you was into, having that support system and your mom, hey, whatever you with, she with, like, so, and that's that will propel you to a lot. I know so many talented people that didn't showcase their abilities because they was afraid, they didn't have the push, they didn't want to look stupid, they talked themselves into saying no. You feel me? And having the person to bring you into this world to push you, not even necessarily push you, to be beside you where it is that you want to do. And my mom was the same way. If I wanted to be a stuntman, my mother would have been all for it. Like, you feel me? Like, long as we striving for something, it's a goal in mind and it's righteous. You stay true to your characteristics. You stay true to the person that she raised.
Yes.
You feel me? Like,
yeah.
it's beautiful. So, just shout out again to mom. She did a great job with you, man. You're an amazing kid, bruh. Just hearing you talk, just hearing how passionate you are about what it is that you striving for. Like, it really it make me. It's just what I do the show for. You feel me? This what we do the show for. For you to come on here, tell your story, and let it. All of us got so much in common, but we all come from vastly different parts of the world. So to be able to find a connect, you feel me, and with you and me and love is, we got strong moms that wanted what was best for us and wasn't afraid to, sacrifice her time or her money or something she had planned to see that we have what every, it's just beautiful. And I appreciate that about your mom. You turned out to be an amazing young man. She did a great job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
So would you say family is the motivation?
Yes, sir. 1,000%. Because they're the only ones that you got when things get the worst. Those are the only people you can look at and say, I have your back 100% and ain't nothing going to change that. Because that's the only thing you can do. That's your blood. I feel like if you don't ever put family first, what do you put first?
Absolutely.
Because you can't say loyalty. Loyalty to what? You can't say legacy. Legacy from who? It's all family.
Yeah. Real talk.
Before you get to the rapid fire, let me add, is it any teammates, any coaches, anybody you want to shout out, plug on? That we get this your chance,
Shout out Coach Seneca, Anacostia High School, best coach I ever had. Shout out Coach Luda from that same coaching staff, Coach Ma, everybody from that coaching staff. Thank y'all 1,000%. Y'all gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. I can never take it back.
Coach Small thinks the world of you too, man. Yeah.
Really? I love that man to death, man. I love that man to death. I kill him right now, but I can't say that. Can't say that.
All right, so look, I need to know who your top 5 favorite football players, no matter the position, no matter if they're in the NFL or college. Top 5, no
Top
matter if
5?
they retired, don't matter. Top 5 players.
Number 5. Ooh.
Take your time.
I
Take
love
it.
football
No,
way too
no,
much for
no
this.
order.
I love football way too much
It
for
don't
this.
gotta be in order. It don't gotta. You feel me? No matter the position, no matter if
No
they-
matter the level or anything.
None of that. Top 5 players.
Top 5 players. Number 5. Well, number 5, my brother. Okay. I'm putting him
First and
number
last
5.
name. We got
Damian Gant.
Okay.
Okay. All Met player. He was that guy. Okay. Number 4, Troy Polamalu.
Okay.
I love this game since I was able to watch football. Number 3. Ooh, this is where it get hard. Okay. Sean Taylor.
Okay.
All right.
Go on there.
Yeah,
That's if you God rest his soul. But
Sean
if he
Taylor,
left
I'm a
that
Dallas
shit,
Cowboy fan. I'm saying.
I'm a Cowboy fan saying that, right? I'm a Cowboy fan saying that. Number 2, it gotta be Von Miller.
Okay.
I learned my whole game from him.
Okay.
Right, that's who I shaped my game from. And number 1, Lawrence Taylor.
No, I said it. Okay. No
Yes.
Ed Reed.
I wasn't big on the Ravens
Yeah.
like that. I did.
I mean, me neither. I'm a Browns fan. I hate the Ravens.
My uncles pushed me away from them.
I
They
hate,
all Ravens fans.
I hate
Can't
the
stand
Ravens,
them.
but Ed Reed and Troy
Yeah.
Polamalu
Now,
is,
don't get me wrong.
is
Ed
one
Reed,
and 1 and 2,
yeah.
1 and 1A,
1A and 1B. Yeah.
1 and 1A. Yeah, like them two
Who's
dudes.
1A
is-
though?
I mean, for me,
Because I would say Ed Reed, but
I'm
Troy
gonna say
Polamalu,
Ed
I think
Reed
he's-
because Ed Reed.
you can't. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, Ed Reed
Yeah.
led the NFL in interceptions 1 year, and he only played like 8 games.
He that dog though.
Yeah, like Ed Reed, man. And then but Troy though,
Troy was just.
Ed Reed was the
player,
interceptor.
like-
Troy was the tackler.
Right.
Like, you feel me?
Okay, I
Like,
can give you that. I can give
So
you that.
it's kind of like you can't like
Mhm.
you feel me? Like I'm not taking nobody. The only person I would even consider is Sean Taylor. That's it, and that's only because of his impact before he
Before, yeah.
Maybe
before
I
he
just
died,
love
like-
safety.
And that's a small sample. With
That's
it,
a
yeah,
small
you feel
sample, but it was so impactful
yeah.
that you feel me. Like
Yeah.
it was so because look at his impact in a short time, and look how fast somebody like Earl Thomas fell off.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
Earl Thomas ain't
impact
good
is
without
different.
that
Like the
Legion
Legion of
defense.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel me? But in 3 years, Sean Taylor's impact
Yeah.
is sustain his legacy.
Legacy, yeah.
You feel what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just different.
Mhm.
You feel me? So, but I can appreciate that. I can definitely.
There's a
appreciate
reason 3 people in my top 5 are safeties. I
that.
love that position. I love that position, man.
So
Jeez.
we before we end the interview,
Okay.
this is probably the funnest part of the we got some rapid questions for you. We got some rapid fire questions.
All right.
It don't first thing that come to your head.
thing.
We just want the first thing to come to your head is usually the most honest answer when it's the first thing that come to your head. You feel me? So go ahead, love. And I got like 2 of them I'm gonna throw in there. So yeah.
All right, so we always start with IG or TikTok.
IG.
Hip hop or go-go.
Hip hop. Oh, go. Sorry.
All right, best teammate you ever played with.
Dylan.
Shout 'em out.
Dylan Stewart, South Carolina. Go Gamecocks.
Funniest teammate on your team now.
Oh, Akeem Mitchell, senior. He'll up soon.
All right, playing football in the rain or the snow.
Snow. Easy.
Pre-game hype song.
What you
Oh,
listen to before every game? What get you in your mode?
Michael Myers theme song. That's gonna kill something. Yeah. Shout out Kobe Bryant.
Nah, that's funny.
That's different.
Hold on. Full
Go ahead, do your
disclosure.
thing.
Full disclosure. So I used to do music.
Okay.
I used to rap and stuff. So before I would record, you know what I listen to?
What's that?
You know what like my pregame get me in the mode?
What's that?
Andre the Giant theme song.
Oh man.
Hey,
I'm trying to
little
remember.
Triple H action in there. You
Yeah.
might give me
Andre the
active a
Giant,
little
it's
bit.
just like some classical like
It would get you
orchestra
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
joint, but it's
Okay.
it's
But
It's a
get
good
you-
song.
get you there.
It give me it give me like I'm ready to go spit like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah like yeah. But go ahead,
All
man.
right, MAG 25 or NCAA 25?
NCAA.
Everybody said that.
All right, so I know NCAA, that's D1, right?
Yep, pretty much.
All right, so if they had a D2 NCAA, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would your rated player rating be, and what would be your best attribute?
Oh, dang.
Now the last person we asked this gave us an honest answer. Cause you think you asked me, I'm gonna say 99.
99
And my
on
best
the rip,
attribute
right?
is
Everything.
I don't know, consistency. I don't know. But you feel me? Like
I got you.
if Travis Hunter is what is rating on it?
He's a 99.
I think he's 99, yeah.
You're on the cover. That's why.
Yeah, so if he a 99, realistically, they had Division II school, what would your rating be? And what would your X factor be?
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it like this. Since he is a 99, right, and he's an actual player, I'm gonna gauge my ability off him. He's up there. I'm gonna go 86.
Okay.
86. Okay.
86.
86 and what?
Woofles.
Okay.
Off the rip.
Okay.
Off the rip.
Okay.
I've yet to come across a tackle that can beat me with my speed off the first step. So that'd be my best attribute.
Now I will say this, since we've been doing this podcast, and then when we ask them, top 5 or players of the day, you with Palomalu and our last guest with Luke Kuechly, both caught me off guard though.
Man.
You feel me?
Luke
Like
Kuechly.
because it's like
Dang.
y'all, students of the game, y'all could have just named run of the mill players, and as great as those players are, they
don't get talked about.
They don't get the recognition that they should. You feel me? So Troy Polamalu, like I said, 1A, 1B safety ever, all time. And when our last guest brought up Luke Kuechly, it just, it took me aback because it's like, y'all really know y'all stuff. So it's like
he was that monster.
Nah, I can appreciate that.
He was that guy now. He was in there for that long, but he was
to what, 10? Yeah.
Yeah, he had to.
And it's crazy. It's like all the great players that retire early, it's always 10 years.
Right.
Burry played 10. Megatron played 10. Patrick Willis played 10. Like, Luke Kuechly played 10.
They smart.
Like,
they know it's something after football.
Yeah.
Why not 11, though? Like, or 9. Like, go ahead,
you from the inner high, so when you was in school, what team gave you the most gratification? Oh, I'll say no more. Blue.
I went to Blue whole time.
We
Blue
both with the Blue team.
Hey.
We don't feel no type of way.
No hard feelings now. I'm run down, but hey.
Best high school career. You, Juan, Brandon, or Debo.
So as much as I love the two oldest, they didn't play. They didn't play as much as me and Debo did. Okay. Debo went all Met 3 times. This is where the conversations get heated in the household. Debo went all Met. Debo went all Met 3 times, and he did it with 2 different schools. I went all Met twice. That's where he usually brings up the first argument. Right. I went all state 3 times, and he went all state twice.
Okay.
I went all league 3 times, and he went all league 3 times.
Okay.
Here's where it gets tricky. I played in the Big 33 Maryland All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the biggest football games in the world for high school players at least. Usually it's like PA, all the best of Pennsylvania versus the best of Maryland and DC.
Okay.
And that's where I think I get the edge a little bit because I also broke the school record for sacks in my senior year.
Okay.
He broke the school record for interception, but it was easier because it was only 3.
Oh, okay.
It was only 3.
3 for the season. Okay.
He had 7.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he shattered it. He set a new mode.
Yeah, he set a new mode. That's why. That's why when 2020, when he went to Anacostia, he set the standard. Like there was nobody that ever do nothing like that. Take a losing team that was that bad and make them go to the Gravy Bowl.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, Debo definitely was a monster.
He was.
You know what, Lev? I can't even. Because when I was in high school, you'll think that my answer would be Anna. But Anna wasn't good when we was in high school.
They was not. They haven't been good.
So my answer was HD or Coolidge for basketball. Yeah. Coolidge gym was like that. Coolidge had an NBA.
You see that gym now?
I'm sure. When I was in high school, that joint was already NBA.
They got a scoreboard in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm. They had, man. Yeah, that joint. to the point where I was like, man, I might switch schools, man. But you know how.
Oh, you don't know how bad I wanted to transfer to Eastern when I heard that band the first
I went
time.
to Eastern. I went to Eastern band was
They band.
But
I don't know, but we hold up. We pump brakes now. We talking about Baloo Band too now.
Nah,
I ain't
Baloo
never
Band,
seen Baloo Band
Nah,
except for
Baloo-
the Turkey Bowl.
Nah, Baloo Band,
Not Turkey Bowl,
Baloo Band they come get
before the
Baloo Band. Baloo Band be at colleges and Baloo Band is a thing.
It's a
Baloo is probably the most. The band is probably the most. The most accomplished out of basketball. Because I'm trying to think, they didn't really win basketball that much. They didn't even win when Tay and them was there, and that's probably the best team Baloo ever had.
Yeah.
You feel me? They won the Turkey Bowl with Marvin. You feel me? But it's the Turkey Bowl.
Dang.
You feel what I'm saying?
Close to going to Baloo too.
Sure.
This close. It was
So
either
you-
Baloo or Anna.
So you chose Anna because of Debo?
Yeah. And I was going to choose Baloo because of him too.
Yeah.
And then when I went to Baloo, Marvin Austin was a senior, and he was, on his way to college. I'm talking about like that year school was like ESPN was up that joint.
I know they was. I can remember.
I met Trey Wingo. Trey Wingo, the ESPN, the white dude on ESPN. Man. I met him walking through the hall. Like I'm like, man, that's the dude from ESPN. Like I used to watch ESPN all day. So my friends, they like, they're like, damn, you geeking. Like, yo, who is that? I don't know this dude. Like, man, that's nigga on ESPN, bro. Like, and then the mascot. It was some mascot. But they was up there, then they had this assembly for Marvin and all this stuff. And
Wait, what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 06.
You graduated in 06. Okay, so my running back coach, he went to Baloo, and he was like Gatorade Player of the Year and
What's
some
his
more
name?
stuff. Oh my God, we call him Coach Juice, but that's obviously not his real name. Oh, I wish I knew his real name. But my other coach, Coach Luda, he graduated with him too. He was like, yeah, Gatorade Player of the Year at Baloo. He ran for like 2,500. It like broke the record that year or something. I don't know if he was a senior in 2006
when
or what.
the podcast dropped, show him. Be like,
Okay.
you know him?
Yes.
They be like, yeah. Because if we went to the school the same year, he should know me.
Yeah, probably.
You feel me? Like, yeah. Everybody that went to school with me pretty much know who I am. Like, yeah.
That's tough.
So, yeah.
All right, so you gonna close it out before we do the coaches for the. You said you had two questions.
I did. Talking about it, man. This is gonna come back to me. Go ahead.
All right,
yeah,
so
go ahead. Yeah.
my last question on here is, what does coach you the most?
Stay still.
That's it.
Stay still and don't hit the quarterback. Seriously, it's a problem for me. I can't. Once I'm on the field, people say you don't got to switch. Like there's no such thing as a switch. I swear I do. I can't turn it off even until I get off the field. And I don't like anybody with a red jersey. And I tell you that every day. And I will keep telling you that until somebody gets me off the team.
Right.
Or somebody stops me from getting to you.
Doing it, yeah.
All right, I remember my questions. These questions are very telling, and in particular, waffles, French toast, pancakes. You can only pick one forever.
Count me up. All right, there you go.
Waffles. Okay. What's the best cereal?
Ooh, I don't eat cereal.
What's the best Saturday morning cartoon of all time?
SpongeBob.
Easy.
SpongeBob. Yeah, he young. Yeah, he young.
Yeah.
He said easy though. Like,
Why? I don't feel like there's a competition out there. That's the goat.
Well, I will
SpongeBob
say
the
this, man, love, we've been doing this for a while, man. Today was probably the most fun episode.
Definitely.
Like your personality, you got a lot of character, you got a lot of personality, man. Like we've been saying the whole episode, man. Mom did an amazing job raising you and your brothers. I wish you nothing but happiness, joy, and success in your life, with your family and all your endeavors. Anytime you want to come be a guest, anytime you want to come help host the show, you want to ask some questions anytime, we one call away. I'm overly thankful for you coming in, especially like on a Saturday.
I'm grateful for having me.
Yeah, so plug your social media.
Any teammates, any games you got coming up, anything you want the world to know about you.
That's not funny because I just deleted Instagram.
Oh, yeah?
Stuff like, yeah, I just deleted all my social media not even like 2 days ago.
Well, just plug it anyway. You might
All right.
gotta. You might gotta.
It's
revive.
still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Instagram, J5 Showtime. That's the only Instagram I usually use. Yeah, J5 Showtime.
So before you deactivated, was you like on social media like
Yeah,
that?
I was active.
Yeah, okay.
I probably should re-download it.
I mean,
We'll see.
use it as free publicity, highlights, any like stats.
Yeah, that's what I be putting on it in my highlights.
Yeah,
you know,
highlights and
game
stats.
pictures
Highlights
stuff
and
like that.
stats. Yeah, you want to show love to a teammate. Highlights, stats, all that stuff. And then you don't. I get it. Social media definitely ain't everybody. I don't be on. The only reason I have Facebook, I play this game on my phone.
Okay.
In order to get special gifts every month, I gotta log in.
Facebook.
Yeah. So that's the only
Okay.
reason why I have Facebook on my phone.
Shoot, I didn't even know I had Facebook on.
Outside of this podcast, it's the only thing I post. Yeah, I only post the podcast. I'm not more so personal, but social media, in my opinion, is just a way for everybody to be in your business. You feel me?
I'll let you look at other people's life.
If outside of showing the world what I want them to see, which is not often, my posts are far and few between, and as much as I gotta update that game I play, I don't got the space, so I deleted it. You feel me? The only thing I got on my phone is don't get me wrong, it's definitely a great tool for any influence, anybody that's selling anything. Like it's great,
Right.
but personally, it's just not for me. So yeah.
Not for me either.
What about you, Lil? You be on Instagram?
I'm not really on Instagram.
You
I'm
be
an
on
old
TikTok?
head. I'm an old head, so I'm
You
on
making
Facebook.
TikTok?
General.
I'm on
Okay.
Facebook. I'm on Facebook, but yeah.
As long as it ain't MySpace.
Is that still a thing?
It's about that.
It's about
Did
that
I have?
time.
I had to have MySpace. I know. I
But
had
I'm saying,
MySpace.
does it still exist?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a cue to end the show.
Yeah.
That's when you know you old. Man, it's been the Figure Eight podcast. Man, it's been a day. I'd like to thank our guests for coming out. Again, I stress it on a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Man, you can find the Figure Eight podcast on all social media outlets.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, we bring this to you for these athletes to tell their story so you can know all about them before tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Hey, love.
Peace.